Hello, everybody. That's cute. My name is Casey Oswald, and welcome to my channel. We have some information to share about level 5. I have a question for you guys. Now, Danny might know this since she looked it up, but what age group is level 5? I know we get all different ages, but what do you think VIPKid has labeled the age groups for that?
I would guess 9, 10.
Cindy, you want to guess?
I would say 9, 10.
Ages 9 to 13 years old.
Okay.
Most of mine have been about 10.
I was just noticing that level 5 is so much about, like with Martin Luther King Jr., the heroes, the recycling, like it's about character, like being a good person and taking care of your environment. And it's just so mature.
One of the things about level 5 that we need to keep in mind is that there are different levels, because maybe these kids started this type of program when they were older. You know, maybe they just jumped in, they know English, but they haven't really spoken it freely. Try and get them to talk and make sentences. And like I said before, some of them will make sentences and talk, and some of them it's like, you know, you're pulling and pulling because they don't know how to make conversation. If they're at that point, I try to make them give me a sentence, and then if they make a mistake in the sentence, I correct it for them and have them say it again.
I just feel like these kids are really mature. I had like 3 of them today. And you got to keep them in that balance of you're fun, but you're not too goofy, and you relate to them because they're just such tweens, you know?
This is my favorite slide because I ask the students every time, take 1 minute to talk about anything you'd like. And a lot of times they do. I like this slide. What do you guys think? How do you use this slide?
I kind of do open it up and say, you know, we can talk about anything we want to talk about right here. So is there anything you want to talk about?
I have a couple that take 1 minute to talk about anything you'd like. Well, I like, and they tell me something they like every time. I like the color red. I was reading on Facebook, one of the toughest slides they think to teach is that KWL slide.
What do you do with it?
Well, at the top, I circle K and then show them what they want to know. I circle W, what do you want to know? So that I just try to make that connection. Circle the L up top. What have you learned? Do you have any tips or tricks for the KWL chart?
Basically, most of my kids, I just go over it. I use it as a, okay, can you read this? And then if we have time, what does that mean? Make sure they understand. If I feel like they need review, that's just when I review things.
So favorite props and rewards for level 5s?
I grab whatever I have. So I try to get something that goes along with the lesson and then teach them the words that go with it and ask them about those types of things. But sometimes you have students that take up the whole time just to get through the lesson. So I don't try to make the reward a big deal.
I give them the choice, find a star, tic-tac-toe, or guess the word. Sometimes we get through 2 tic-tac-toes, sometimes we do all 5.
For level 5, I'll often just, while they're talking, I'll make, oh, this marker's terrible. I'll make a tic-tac-toe. I'll throw a couple of cute things on it, but also I'll throw in whatever word they're missing in the lesson. So I'll make a homemade tic-tac-toe as we go.
Evelyn said her favorite prop is a whiteboard. I don't think you could teach level 5 without a whiteboard.
I do the whiteboard. I'll do the teacher versus student a lot. I have different types of different cards. I'll use Uno cards sometimes. I do have some emoji Uno cards too. I do have a student that I have to kind of keep busy or he'll look down. During that time, I'll do, am I winning? Or who's losing? What's the difference in the numbers? That kind of thing.
I have would you rather cards, and I think I found them on Teachers Pay Teachers or something. Would you rather paint or play sports?
Oh yeah, that's good.
I like those.
Or just, they're so easy. What is your favorite subject?
I do drawings too. I like those dice rewards. Morgan put a really cute bird drawing. You know, you roll the dice and draw a bird. Okay, I'm gonna have to go, so Kelly will have to take my place.
All righty. Thank you, Cindy.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye. Oh, okay, yeah, so I like the friend one. because you get to talk to them about their friends. Who are your friends? What are their names? What do you like to do with them? I like stranger danger usually. Sometimes the language, it's hard to explain everything, but I like that one too. I like being able to act out some of the scenarios with them, the ones where they have you acting out. Those are fun.
My favorite, I think, is the recycling one. I want to teach the Martin Luther King one. I haven't taught that one.
Oh yes, I would say that's up there with my favorites because it's fun to teach them, talk about history. You guys, do you find this to be a problem? The only thing is they teach Harriet Tubman and Martin Luther King together, and then that confuses them because they think they're both from the same time period, and they're both from two completely different time periods, you know? That can confuse them. But I know why they're doing it. It's a lot more like level 7, except they don't have the language of level 7. The old 5 was more reading. This one tries to encourage conversation, but the only downside is if you get a kid that doesn't easily conversate or they don't have the language to talk to you. Like the first slide, take a minute to tell me about anything. Like some of them will easily, some of them are like, nothing.
That's my favorite slide.
Yeah.
If I need to burn some time, I'm like, oh, what vocabulary did we work on today? And sometimes they'll read everything. Oh, we did this, we did this, we did this. I'm like, yeah, wow, you worked hard. You did this and this. And if I don't have a lot of time, I'm like, wow, look what we did today. Next.
Oh, you do exactly what I do then, Casey. Or sometimes I'll just circle one word. What does that say? Cool, move on to goodbye slide.
As long as you do something and you have to go, you have to go.
Lots of output from the student. I think it's 75% student or 70% student is supposed to be the output.
Yes.
Expand, conversation. I think that's the main point of level 5 to me.
Thank you guys so much for coming. I really appreciate it. See you guys next time. Bye.
Bye, Kelly. Bye, everybody.